Hey guys, Barbara here. Are you moving to Google Slides? Let's check it out. Welcome to the Google Slides video series. Google Slides is one of my favorite G Suite tools, and I've thoroughly enjoyed using it to create presentations, interactive learning material, and resources. Google Slides is easy to use once you get started. Soon you'll be creating presentations that are clean, beautiful, and show the message you need to tell. In this video, I'm going to show you around the Google Slides interface, where we will see how to add in new slides, change slide colors, delete slides, insert text boxes, and some general navigation. Let's have a look. From Google Chrome, open your waffle and select Google Slides. This is the Google Slides landing page. It is here that you will find any presentations that you have been working on. They will appear as an audit trail. You are able to sort the screen to slides not owned by you, or owned by anyone. If you don't like the grid view layout, change it over to list view. You will now be able to see who owns the presentation and when it was last opened. Both of these views have the three little dots. From the three dots, you are able to rename your presentation, send it to trash, open it in a new tab, or make it available offline. Check out our video on using Google Drive offline to learn more about this feature. You can pick files from here, or alternatively, search for them using the search bar at the top of this page. Google has a number of templates that you can use for inspiration. In order to peruse the templates, open your template gallery. Here, you will see there are two sections to the template gallery. The General section has a number of templates from Google, and then your organization can have a template gallery as well. This organizational template gallery gives you the ability to create presentations with your branding that anyone will be able to use and customize. Being able to submit a template depends on your user's access. From the General, you can select a template from Google. You will find a number of different templates available. If you are looking for a design idea, it's nice to open these up and see what they have. You can customize one of these with your own branding colors too. Select the template you would like to customize and it will open. You can now replace images with your own, adjust the colors that appear, the font and titles, and you are on your way to setting up a great looking presentation. There are a few websites that you can peruse for Google Slides templates as well, such as slidesgo.com and slidescarnival.com. On these sites, you will find templates that you can use for free. All you will need to do is customize them to suit your needs. Be sure to check them out. Let's head back to the Google Slides landing page. You can do this by simply clicking on the little Google Slides icon that appears in the top left-hand side of the presentation. Notice how I can now see the presentation I was working on? From this screen, you are able to open other Google Workspace tools from the menu that appears in the top left. Let's move on and create a blank presentation to learn a bit more about the Slides interface. Select Blank from the section above. You can also create presentations straight from within Google Drive. We covered this way on our video Working with Files and Folders in Google Drive, so be sure to check it out. The first thing to do when starting any new presentation is to give it a title. Simply click into the Untitled Presentation section and name your presentation. Once your presentation is named, you will see a star icon, a folder icon, and a cloud icon appear. The star icon will star this presentation into the starred section of your Google Drive. The folder icon will allow you to file it within your Google Drive. The cloud icon will show you its online or offline status. Below this, you have a menu bar, and below that, you have a changing toolbar. On the left-hand side is where you will see all the slides in your presentations, and in the center is where you will design and work with your slides. To the right are a number of themes that you can choose from. This panel opens automatically when you create a blank presentation. There are a number of themes that you can choose from. You can use these when you want to create quick presentations. You will get a number of slide options to choose from. You can customize the colors of these by adjusting the master slides. Watch our video on master slides in Google Slides to learn how to do just that. Close this section if you don't need it. You can always open it again from the Themes option that appears on your toolbar above. In order to insert a new slide, use the little drop-down arrow next to this plus icon. When you click on the drop-down arrow, all your slide layout options will appear. You can choose the one you are looking for and it will be added. These templates have placeholder text boxes. You can type something straight into them. Alternatively, if you do not need them, hover over the text box and when your cursor changes to the 4 little arrows pointing outwards, select it and hit delete or backspace and it will be removed. If you would like to insert your own text box, use the little T icon from the toolbar above, or from the Insert menu, select Text Box. Your cursor will change to a little plus icon. You can now draw your text box. Resize it using the little blue squares. If you would like to change the orientation, use the little blue circle. This is your directionality guide. Notice the little degrees that appear as you adjust it. Type something into your text box. In order to adjust the font, highlight the text. I find the Ctrl-A shortcut to be really useful to highlight everything at once. This toolbar is going to change constantly during your presentation creation. It adjusts depending on what you have selected. Now that we have highlighted the text, let's explore the text editing options. This bucket tool will change the background color of your text box. If you are using a color palette to create your presentation, you can add these colors to your color palette. Simply select the little plus icon in the Custom section. Here, you will be able to add in the hex code to your color. Be sure to have no spaces before the number. If you do, it won't pick up the color. When you have the color, select OK. The color will now be added to your color library for this presentation. Add in all the colors you need and you will be able to use this area for your color palette. This makes your presentation creation speedy. This icon represents the borderline of your text box. If you select transparent, your text box will not have a border. If you do need one, choose your color and use these 2 icons to adjust the thickness of the border and the look of the border line. The next option is where you can adjust the font. Currently, you do not have the ability to download a font into Google Workspace Tools. There are a number of font and font variations that you can choose from. These are not the only fonts that you have available. If you would like to search Google's font library, select More Fonts. Here, you will find hundreds of fonts. Scroll through to browse the options available, or search for a specific font from here. Note that these are the only font options available. If the one you have searched for does not appear, it is unavailable in Google Slides. Don't let that deter you. There are so many wonderful font options available. Scroll through and see what else you can find. When you have found the font you would like, select it. It will be added to this My Fonts section over here. You can remove these at any time if you no longer want them to be available. When you have added the fonts you would like, select OK. Your font will now be available as an option over here. You can adjust the font size here. If you select the little plus and minus icon, it will do small increases or decreases in size. If you are looking for a specific number, click into this number field and your options will appear. Alternatively, type in the size you need. A top tip from our mascot when creating presentations is to stay consistent with your text choices. In other words, all your main titles should be the same font and font size. The same goes for your smaller headings and even the text. This will help keep your slides feeling unified. Next up, we have the option to bold, italicize, or underline. Here, you can change the font color and highlight a word should you need to do so. The next option over is to link. Watch our video on linking in Google Slides to learn more about this feature. Here you have your comment icon. You can use this to insert comments into your presentation. Watch our video on fostering collaboration in Google Workspace to learn more about the different options you have for commenting. The next icon represents the position of the text within this text box. Use these icons to left align, center align, right align, or to justify your text. Here, you will be able to determine where the text appears and types from within the text box. You can have the text at the top, middle, or bottom. If you would like to adjust the distance between your text, use your line spacing tool. Let's have a look at numbering and bullet points. I'll insert a text box first and position it. Use the little Samusa drop-down to find the options available for either number or bullet points. Select the one you would like to use and type in your first point. Hit enter and your next bullet point will be added. In order to have an indented bullet point, hit enter and then tab on your keyboard, or use these two icons. Increase your indent and your bullet point will indent and their bullet will be adjusted. If you would like to decrease this indent, use your decrease indent icon. If this is not the bullet or the number option that you would like, double-click on the bullet icon you would like to adjust and then right-click. Alternative options will appear. Select the one you would like and your bullet will change. This icon over here will clear text formatting. Your format options will open a side panel where you can adjust the size and rotation, the position, text fitting, and give your text a drop shadow or a reflection. Close the side panel when you are done. If you would like to duplicate a slide in your presentation, right-click on that slide and select Duplicate Slide. If you need to delete a slide in your presentation, right-click on the slide and choose to delete. In order to change the background color of a slide, select the slide you would like to change. From the toolbar, select Background. Choose the color you would like your slide to be, or alternatively, choose to upload an image. When you have chosen what you like, select Done. This background is now unmovable and anything you create will be on top of it. We learn how to use images in our video, Working with Images, and how to use shapes in Mastering Shapes in Word Art. Learn more about speaker notes and how to present in our video, Speaker Notes and Presentation Options. If you want to animate and include slide transitions, we have a video on that too. Let's explore some of the options we have available from the menu toolbar. From the File menu, you have a number of useful features. For example, you can import slides from another presentation if you would like to include them here. Simply select the presentation and the slides will appear. Find the slide or slides you want and choose to import. Those will now be added into your presentation. You can also link slides in presentations to another. All you need to do is copy the slide from another presentation, head to your current presentation, and choose to paste. This will create a live link between the two slides. When you update the original slide, notice that back in this current slide, a little update icon appears. This indicates that a change has been made. If you choose to update, that change will pull through. You can email your presentation to someone straight from within Google Slides. Select Email and you will be given the option to send an email to your collaborators or to email it as an attachment. When you choose to email it as an attachment, a window will open where you can add in the recipient's name, the subject line of your email, the message you would like to send them. If you would like to attach the presentation, you can decide if you would like to send it as a PDF or one of the other options that appear. When you are ready, you can choose to send. If you need to download this presentation, you can do this from the File menu as well. Hover over the Download option and you will see the many options available. Notice how you can download it as a PowerPoint file, a PDF, or if you would simply like to download it as a picture, use PNG or JPEG. This can be really useful when you want to use slides to make a poster or something similar. You can work on your presentations offline. We have a video about that too. Google tracks everything in the version history. Check out our video on version history to learn about how this works. You can access a presentation from any phase of its life. If you would like to change the page setup of your slides, you can do that from here. Select Page Setup. You can choose one of the standard options that are available, or alternatively, select Custom. Here, you will be able to choose the dimensions of your page. You can choose to have your pages in inches, centimeters, points, or pixels. This makes slides a great canvas for all sorts of things. For example, you could make a square for social media posts or change your page to portrait. Be sure to check out the other videos in this series where we go past the basics and learn how to use images, insert videos, hyperlink, animate, and more.